Every day, the weather is gradually changing the shape and the appearance of Mount Snowdon. And for the evidence, just look up here. These small rocks are called scree, and they used to be part of that rock face.
But they've been shattered and broken away from the rock face by something as simple as water. Frost action. When rain falls, it trickles between the cracks in the rocks.
At night or on a cold day, the water freezes to become ice or frost. But when water turns to ice, it gets bigger or expands. This pushes the crack apart until eventually fragments of rock come away from the cliff face and come tumbling down.
This process of breaking down and wearing away of rocks is called weathering. To produce a huge scree slope like this would have taken hundreds of years. It might be slow, but the result is pretty spectacular.
Once again, it's water that's changing the landscape, this time flowing in streams.
Rocks which are carried by the stream knock into each other as they travel down the mountain. These rub against the sides and the bottom of the stream, gradually wearing them down. In the rainier winter months, the streams are more powerful, and so the changes are much bigger. This process is called erosion. Just like weathering, it breaks down the rocks, but this time the broken down material is carried away and deposited further down the stream.
But only a few kilometres away from here, there's evidence of a spectacular change that took place here in Snowdonia. It's erosion again, but it happened over 100,000 years ago.
This is Cwm Idwal. It's a natural bowl that was cut out of the side of the mountain by ice. It happened during a period of history called the Ice Age. Because it was the Ice Age, everywhere was much, much colder. Because of the high altitude here, it snowed a lot. The snow collected in Cwm Idwal and, like making snowballs, was pushed together or compacted until there was so much it began to move further down the mountain. It resembled a river of ice, and this river of ice is known as a glacier. It followed the route of a river that had already cut a V-shape into the landscape. Huge boulders and rocks trapped in the glacier scraped along the ground. They began to erode the sides and the bottom of the valley. We know this to be true because thousands of years later, when the glacier melted, what was left was this U-shaped valley, carved out of the landscape by that huge river of ice.